Alright guys, welcome back to the Royal Goats. So I just got done watching Xbox's E3 2019 press conference. So I just want to start off with what I found the most interesting. And that is we finally got some more details about Project Scarlet. Now I know there was rumors going around before that there was going to be two Scarlet models, the Anaconda and the Lockhart, with the Anaconda being the most powerful one. I don't know if that's still true or not. They didn't confirm if the Lockhart was real or if it was just a rumor. But what we got details for is what I imagine is the Anaconda. So they pretty much did a sizzle reel, similar to the one we got with the Xbox One X a few years ago. Just with people from the Xbox team talking about it. We didn't really get any details such as like a name or obviously what it looks like or anything like that. But we did find out that it's 4 times as powerful as the Xbox One X. They partnered with AMD to produce a custom Zen 2 Navi architecture processor. One of the big points that the Xbox team in the sizzle reel were making was load times. They talked a lot about the custom SSD that's I guess going to be in here, which they called the next generation of SSDs. I don't know how true that's going to be, but essentially what they said is this SSD is going to make games load faster and it can actually be used as virtual RAM. So at some point in the reel, someone mentioned there's going to be 4 generations of content, better than ever before. So I know that it's heavily rumored we're going to get full Xbox One backwards compatibility. I don't know what they meant by 4 generations, if that means we're going to get all the games that were made compatible for Xbox One, like the 360 and original Xbox games, they'll work on the Scarlet, or if that means it will be actually backwards compatible with those. I'm going to assume they meant that it's going to be compatible with all the games that are currently compatible with the Xbox One right now. They announced that all your accessories will move with you, and that's really cool considering how they did announce a second generation of the Elite wireless controller, which I'll get to in a minute. They announced a holiday 2020 release date with Halo Infinite as a launch game, so that's cool. Next thing I kind of want to get into is Game Pass being announced for PC. Now, I know that it was rumored that there's going to be some kind of Steam compatibility. We did not get any kind of confirmation on that. What it looks like is there's a new Xbox app for Windows 10, which is how you will use the Game Pass on Windows. The open beta for that is actually starting today, and pretty much before I go any further with the Game Pass stuff is we kind of knew this before, but they really reiterated the fact that any Xbox Game Studios games are going to launch on Game Pass, and that does include the PC version of Game Pass as well. We got confirmation that the Master Chief Collection on PC will launch on Game Pass, along with Gears 5. And pretty much any other Xbox Game Studios game. So it's going to be $9.99 a month, which is what I believe it cost for the Xbox One version of Game Pass. They also announced Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. What that is essentially you get Game Pass on Xbox One, you get Xbox Live Gold, and you get the Game Pass on PC. All for $14.99, which isn't really bad at all. We got more details on Project xCloud. I don't know if xCloud's going to stay the name, but again, like Project Scarlet, they didn't really give us an official name yet. As far as xCloud is concerned, they announced that you're going to be able to actually stream from your Xbox One as like your private xCloud server is kind of how they refer to it as. And that will be free. Obviously, it's going to cost money if you want to stream from their servers. I don't believe they gave a price for that. They also announced that people at E3 are going to be able to try xCloud for the first time, so I guess that's cool. Alright, so on to the Elite Controller Series 2, which is what they're calling it officially. It's going to come with a variety of upgrades over the original Elite controller, some of which include a rubberized grip. I think they're finally going to include a rechargeable battery. There is Bluetooth connectivity. And someone let me know if I'm wrong here, but I don't believe they said anything about it, but from the render we got in the trailer for the controller, it actually looks like the connector is USB Type-C, but that's just what it looked like to me. They didn't confirm that or anything. You can now adjust the tension of your thumbsticks, which is cool to me because I always thought that the Xbox One thumbsticks were a little bit loose, but that's just my opinion, I guess. So it looks like it's going to cost $180, which is more than the original one cost, I believe. But the good thing is if you do decide to go for this controller now, like I mentioned before, they did say that all your accessories will move forward with Project Scarlet, so the cool thing is you can take this controller with you to the next generation. Alright, so we got a new trailer for Halo Infinite. Now, I don't know if this is just me, but it kind of was reminiscent of when the Guardians of the Galaxy find Thor in Infinity War in space and they bring him in. That's kind of what this trailer reminded me of, honestly. There's this guy kind of watching a video of his family or whatever. He sees Chief in space floating there. He brings him in. And essentially, it looks like they're kind of under attack. And the guy says, "We need to hide." And then Chief says, like, "We need to fight." That was cool, I guess. Definitely looking forward to that. Alright, so we got a lot of new information on Gears 5. It's launching September 10th, and I guess you can play 4 days early if you get the Ultimate Edition. I remember they did that with Gears 4, and I think he said something about like playing it early on Game Pass as well. I think if you had Game Pass Ultimate. We're going to get a tech test July 17th for what I think they said was the new game mode called Arcade. They also mentioned something about a new Horde mode. What really looked interesting to me with Gears 5 is this new mode they have called Escape. So essentially it's a 3-player co-op mode in which you go into a swarm hive, plant a bomb, and then your goal is to basically escape. They showed a trailer for it, and honestly it looks like pretty interesting. The other cool thing about the new Escape mode is you're apparently going to be able to actually make your own hive to challenge your friends to go into and play this mode with, which sounds awesome. And I guess for anyone who cares about this kind of thing, for whatever reason, we are getting a Terminator character pack for Gears 5, which, I mean, I guess if you're into that, that's cool. I mean, it's whatever, though, I guess. So we got a new trailer for Outer Worlds. It's actually what they opened up the show with. And we got a release date for October 25th. So yeah, this is Obsidian's new game that we, of course, saw for the first time last year. It does look really, really reminiscent of Fallout New Vegas. Like, some of the character models in the trailer just really reminded me of that, which, I mean, makes sense because they made it. But they essentially showcased how many like choices you're gonna have in this game. Like, essentially, I think at one point in the trailer, this guy gives you a gun, essentially helping you out, and out of nowhere, the player character shoots and kills the guy, essentially saying like you can really be an asshole in this game if you want to. Holy shit. So Cyberpunk 2077. We got a new trailer for that. And at the end of the trailer, we're surprised that Keanu Reeves is actually a character in the game. And then after the trailer, Keanu Reeves actually came out on stage. And we got a release date for that for April 16th, 2020. A lot of games actually coming out in 2020. We did get like release dates for, I think, mostly everything we saw. So we got the world premiere of Elden Ring, which is pretty much the worst kept secret of all time. That is the game from Software is pretty much making with George R.R. Martin, the guy behind like Game of Thrones. I mean, it was cool to finally get a trailer for this game, but I mean, it was pretty much not even a secret at this point. Everyone knew that this was coming. So not only did we get a new trailer for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, we got a new Lego Star Wars trailer, which I guess is a brand new game that's gonna cover all of the 9 main movies. It's called a Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. This is one of the games we didn't get a release date for, but I think it's probably obviously coming out after Episode 9 comes out, since it covers that movie. So we got a trailer for the heavily rumored Bleeding Edge, which is Ninja Theory's new game. They pretty much came out on stage and said that they've been working on it since before, the whole Xbox Game Studios acquisition. It kind of, to me, looks like a weird version of Overwatch with a lot of melee characters. They also announced the alpha is going to go live June 27th, so I'm pretty interested to check that out. Poop trucking. So those are kind of just the announcements I found to be the most interesting. All in all, I don't think it was a bad E3 this year. There's definitely some stuff I thought was missing. Like, we didn't get anything about Fable, which it was rumored that we would. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Those were just some of the things that I found the most interesting about Xbox's E3 2019. If you like what you saw here today, I'd appreciate it if you liked, comment, subscribed. And that's all I have for you guys for right now. The world's a dangerous place. Behave out there.